Where did we leave off?
We left off. I'm being
It's cold
resurrected.
anyway, but I still want to.
That's right. But what are the events that are taking place?
You're sitting down thinking about the monk's giant dick.
Am I?
I don't. Well, are you? You had to sit down because it physically impacted you.
Yeah.
You saw it and you're like, I can't handle this. And so you went and sat down by one of the pews.
All right. Well, we'll go with that.
All right.
Can't.
Okay. So. Oh yeah, I just handed him the potions and half the herbs and convinced him that
Convinced him
so I kept half the herbs.
Yeah, you kept half the herbs because you were like, bro, I couldn't find anything else. He's like, bro, you're shit. Alright, so.
That looks great. Like all the lines, spins, and stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so. What are you doing right now?
I'm just gonna go ahead and wait it out. Just let him heal you.
Yeah.
So the monk. Alright, you see the monk.
Oh my god.
Fucking disgusting.
Just keep it going.
Alright,
we're in the library.
You see the monk.
Yes.
Alright. And. Sorry, I was like talking and I'm watching the little line things and it looks really cool.
Yeah. Okay. We don't have a pep rally today.
No, we don't. No, sir.
It would have already happened by now.
Okay. All right.
Alright, so. You're sitting down thinking about this.
In 8th grade,
And you see the monk butt naked in front of the altar that you still really don't like at all.
Okay. Yeah, my perception's high that this is not good.
And you see the monk with his arms upraised to the heavens.
He's chanting. Is he chanting something?
Not right now. He gets really quiet. And he's holding a potion in both hands.
Okay.
And he starts off speaking quietly in a different language that you can't understand.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
It's a different language from before this time, though.
Oh, okay. Can I roll to identify?
Sure. Roll for wisdom.
Jeez. Oh.
You didn't just hear mumbling.
I went tone deaf for a couple seconds, actually.
And you're just kind of like, huh. You get that really weird ringing in your ears that kind of overpowers everything. You're kind of like, whoa.
Okay, oh yeah, I failed to mention this last game, but are you taking our level into consideration?
Yes.
Because I think we need to do that more often. I don't do it for you. I literally have been paying attention to the
Yeah, I've been only really doing the modifier. I guess for specific things, we should take level into consideration.
Yeah, we'll just let each other know whether it's low or high.
Alright.
So we can kind of get it better.
Okay. Alright, anyway, so the monk's mumbling, chanting, and it gets progressively louder. Alright? But it's a very, like, angry chanting almost.
Okay.
And you hear him. He's changing languages throughout this, by the way.
At which point I think he's a demon, by the way.
He's changing languages, and at certain parts you hear unsettling things, and then things that just sound downright pagan for a cleric. Alright?
Okay.
And as you do this, you notice that the wind outside gets louder, and the rain gets heavier. And
well, I think that's a coincidence, actually. I'm not going to really read into that.
Alright. And then the cleric's voice is raised to where he's practically shouting at this point, alright? And his voice is echoing throughout the monastery.
Alright, well, he's raising a dead body, so I kind of chill out a little bit.
I kind of chill out for a second. I'm just like, alright.
This is probably some hard work, not going to lie.
So what else did we miss?
He died.
I killed the family.
Oh, okay. You killed the family.
You remember you saw the picture I drew?
Yeah, I saw that.
I sent it to you.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah. I killed the mother.
And both kids.
And both the kids.
Well, actually,
but none of the kids killed me. I bled out on the floor.
Well, actually, everybody had a turn in killing you. So everybody is satisfied now in death. Everybody is satisfied that you are dead. and everybody got a piece of you.
No, you see, but here's what's going to happen. They'll become restless spirits because I come back to life.
No,
Because fuck them.
So, like, you died and...
I'm being resurrected. He took me to a monastery, and I'm being resurrected at the moment. Anyway, and he doesn't like the cleric, so he's going to try and kill the cleric once I'm alive again.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, you hear the cleric shouting, and you start wondering what he's saying specifically, but you don't really, nothing you can really do to help that. And then, all of a sudden, you see him take his arms and smash the bottoms of the 2 potions together over me.
Okay.
And the glass falls and the potion stuff falls, and you hear very loud sizzling noises, and he gets immediately quiet, and when he smashes the 2 bottoms of the potions together, all the candles in the room go out. Okay. And there's a loud gust of wind that actually breaks open the doors. It's like sound effects and everything, just like that, okay?
I can picture it.
And the rain is still really hard, but he gets really quiet, and he's just standing there. Roll for dexterity.
Holy shit.
I wanted to say perception, but like we don't have that as a stat, so I'm going to go for
Dexterity is pretty much perception.
Yeah.
Mixed together. 14.
14. You can still see a vague outline of him, but you can't really see any details. The altar is completely not there for you anymore. And it's so dark outside because of the rain, and that it's like 1 a.m. that basically you can't see anything except for the outline of the cleric and the vague outline of large blobby objects. Alright? And you hear the cleric mumble something, but you can't hear him because of how far away you are, alright?
Okay.
Go from there.
Oh, okay. I stand up, and the altar's not there?
You can't see it, but it's there.
Okay, I walk towards it, because I know it's right in front of me.
Alright.
And what do I feel it at all? Is it there? Like, I put...
Roll for dexterity, roll fast. Okay, never mind.
12.
Alright. You walk closer next to the cleric, and you're standing to his left.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you see the altar and very vague outline of my body. Alright?
Alright, and I ask him, is he alive?
And the cleric is still... He went... is standing there with his arms upraised still, not moving. And he says... It should have worked by now. And you hear him whisper in a very low, not an angry tone, but it sounds really ominous to you. And you hear him say, your friend is a pagan. This man is a heretic to the Lord.
I bend down and look and whisper in your drow ear.
At the end of the second part of our show, we end at like...
Remember that this is your character that's dead?
And then...
And I lean back and look at you. Let's not stay here longer than we need to.
No, this pertains to the plot.
Okay, I tell the cleric that actually I think he believes in Christ Jesus because that's how he died. Is pressing Jesus on a woman. He was devout to his faith and died for it.
Alright, the cleric
every now and then I would keep it going,
is there,
I'd hesitate, so.
and you see him whip around.
Oh, great.
And like...
That's not the only thing whipping.
No, no, not at all. And you can see the anger on his face. And he shouts, you've brought a pagan into the halls of our Lord.
Uh-huh.
And when he whips around...
It's raining. It's been raining.
Well, that sets the mood perfectly then.
It really does.
Go sit outside.
I wish.
All right, so
You can.
he whips around. I don't think she will. Will she?
You just gotta take like that thing and you have to working.
I don't want to do that. That's too much effort. We've already set up. All right, he whips around, and he doesn't hit you, but a gust manifests as he turns around and it pushes you back a few feet.
Whoa, holy shit. A few feet? Can I roll
Yeah.
for like...
No, you
No
can't
rolls?
actually.
I
It
was just
catches
gonna-
you off guard, and you're like, it pushes you back.
Like how severely? Just kind of like stumble?
Yeah, you stumble backwards, and you know that it was a wind that pushed you back. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna just write it out, and I sit down and go carry on.
Wait, what do you mean?
I just look at him, sit down in the chair, and just say, do what you need to do to bring my buddy back.
All right. He looks at you in the eyes and says, "The God Almighty on high will not resurrect those that don't even believe he exists. Your friend is a heretic and an abomination on this world." All right.
Okay, well, I tell him, whatever you have to do, bring him back.
All right. Cleric points at you and shouts, "Leave my halls.
What about my friend?
Leave the dead."
Okay, I stand up. I stand up, and I ask him, so I cannot take my buddy with me at all? I can't pick him up?
I really want to film this. like no, like not you guys
Alright.
right now, but like the actual action, like
Oh.
have
And then
visual.
he whips his arm over to the side, and another gust of wind knocks over all the stuff on the table, and I just kind of like I like lift up an inch and then fall back down, like, all right.
But you're not alive.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And he says, "Leave the dead to die.
You don't have to repeat it.
The dead should stay dead." All right.
As I'm walking away, I tell him, you're the one that started this, like as if you could bring him back. Now you're just going against your own word.
All right. He says that the only reason he thought that he could bring me back is because of fucking, I don't know how he's just like, bruh, God loves that dude. But then he was lied to, and that because of that, the ritual means nothing. Alright?
Okay. Is there a Bible anywhere in here?
It's under the cleric's arm.
I tell him,
It's like,
can you hand me that Bible?
he screams once more to leave his halls.
I tell him, you cannot make me leave if I want to learn about Christ Jesus. It goes against your code.
He says that there's no room for heaven for sinners,
I said, well,
for liars and thieves,
I said, well, I'm changing.
murderers.
I tell him I've not murdered anybody.
I did.
I have not murdered anybody. I am simply here to learn. I just want to see the Bible and read a couple pages. Just skim through it.
Just skim through, just kind of get the general gist
Yeah,
of
just
things.
gonna get the general gist of things of the Bible.
Alright, fuck, I want you to take an aggressive action. You're not doing
Oh
what I
my
wanted
God,
you to do.
oh my God,
God
just-
damn it.
Just let me do what I gotta do.
No.
all right? Let me do, no, just seriously. Let me do what I gotta do. Don't provoke me. In the end, it will come around.
No, I had an entire plot line planned out for this.
Let me set. Give me what I want.
No.
No, I have something in aggressive action too, but you're not letting me. You were like denying.
Fine. You know what? As long as it's an aggressive action you take, because I have so many things planned out. For this.
Okay, do it.
All right. Roll for charisma real fast.
7.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's 18.
All right. The cleric looks at you. No, he glares at you from
shit.
across the hall. And he reaches under his arm and grabs the Bible
I walk over to grab
and
it.
lifts it up and says, "With God as my witness,
I pop in my other backpack and bring it.
let this man be saved, hopefully." But like, he does it in a really mocking voice because he's just kind of like, what's the word I'm looking? Not pitying you, like he's humoring you. That's what it is. All right.
Okay.
And he like forcibly shoves it into your chest.
Okay.
He's like,
I grab it and I go, I may be a murderer and a sinner, but you're a fraudulent piece of shit, asshole. And I swing the book, the Bible, as hard as I can right at his head.
all right,
And he burns.
roll for 20.
For a 20? Holy. Bitch.
You hit him in the head.
Wait, that's 17.
You hit him in the head, and he just kind of like, this very loud blow. It hits him. It sounds painful, but he just kind of like looks to his head just kind of goes to the side a little bit, and he slowly turns his head to look back at you, and you see him lift a hand up and go to his chest, and you see him grab a necklace and rip it off. Okay?
Okay.
As he rips it off, lightning strikes like all around the monastery, and you see him hold up a small figurine, like a talisman of something,
Okay.
and clench his fist around it. And he turns around and takes a few paces back to the altar. And as he's doing so, you see all these large lumps and stuff showing up on his back, and like his body is like getting larger.
Changing?
It's
Oh,
changing.
Okay.
No. You have to wait.
Oh my
Like
god.
a demon.
You have to wait. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And
I
you
can't
see,
take any
you
action.
see his what little clothing he was still wearing, start rip off of him and shred over his body, and you see the literal outlines of muscles, even in this darkness, forming around his body. And
I fucked up.
you see
Yeah.
two large horns
Oh,
start to like come out of his skull, and you see he has cloven feet and fists the size of your
A
head.
fucking succubus?
Oh my god.
No. What do you
Yeah.
think a succubus is?
Incubus.
No.
Not an incubus.
Incubus is a male form.
Yeah, but those are
It's a
sex
succubus.
demons.
Oh, he has a large dong, doesn't he? You would only expect.
No,
I
that
should
was-
have called
that
it from
was-
that
That was
point.
just a side note.
Oh. I should have called it from that point. Okay. Alright, go ahead.
And you hear very heavy, wet breathing.
Oh man.
And you turn around to see the face of a bull. Alright?
Oh, it's a fucking Minotaur.
Correct. And you hear his feet, like, crushing the cobblestone ground. Like, it's like... And he turns around, his fist still clenched at the demon. And he, like, hunches over and puts his fists on the ground and, like, punches it a few times. And you see his feet rearing up. And you see him, like, start to, like, run at you.
Okay. My plan of action might destroy your whole plot out here,
Okay.
but
Honestly,
go
I
to
just
dodge.
wanted him to turn into a
Okay.
Minotaur.
Okay, well, I dodge and
You want
run
it-
for you.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll a d20.
Bitchin'. That's 19.
Alright, that's pretty good, actually. Actually, you know what? I just want one thing to happen. Roll again.
For what?
Just roll again. Alright, that's what I wanted.
No. No.
Yes.
18 happened. You gotta. You can.
Anything else? I'm just changing this one thing because I just want one thing to happen. Okay?
I better not lose any health.
No, you won't. You'll
Okay.
lose some pride for it, though.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Do it. Whatever it is.
Actually, wait. Okay. Okay, so he's running at you, and you can see the steam coming out of his nostrils as he's like
Goodness
snorts
gracious.
stuff. And he's running at you, and you think to yourself. Actually, you don't really think anything. You're just like, I'm gonna do something. And so you're going to dodge to the side.
I should have brought my
Or not,
sweater.
you're just going to try to dodge his charge,
Sweater,
alright?
Like my little gray sweater. It's not a sweater, it's like those little...
And you
it
think
looks
to yourself,
like a sweater, but sometimes it just looks like a
you're going to
razor.
jump up over his head and run over him.
So I was like,
Well,
bring it.
you're running at him, and you jump up and kick off his head, but the Minotaur stops his charge in midair, grabs your waist, and follows backwards and suplexes you.
Oh my! I hit the ground.
Suplexes you head first into the ground.
Okay, all right. Since you changed that,
His
okay.
massive dog swinging.
Okay, since you changed that, I hit the ground and I go, "Oh my god, again, you bitch!" And I get up, and I don't have to do a strength roll because you erased my.
Yeah, I know.
So I kick him in the dick and run as hard as I can. You know, I'm gonna roll for strength just to see how bad it is. Okay. I just kick him in the dick. Don't even need to roll for strength.
No,
It was
that
an average kick.
That wasn't an average kick. That was a
No, I didn't have to roll. Okay, I just wanted to
You
see.
kicked him in the dick, but slightly aroused him.
Okay, but anyways, I bolt back for you.
Alright, you're running for the altar. And
If you're taking a picture of someone's got on phone, you can never come back to my class. Never, ever.
Okay, well, anyways, keep going.
alright,
We could take
And
it
so,
outside and we say, oh,
he's laying on the ground, and you hear him make a small grunt noise when you kick him in the dick. He's like, and he rolls over on his stomach and like pushes himself up and starts charging at you again the same way.
Okay, well, I grab you and bolt for the door.
Roll strength.
That's a 6.
You try picking me up, but I roll off the altar and fall on the ground.
Okay, I
on
run-
the opposite side.
Okay. Alright, well, I see the Minotaur coming, and I just kind of like do a circle around the altar to the side where your body is.
you're having a gold
Like, I wait for the Minotaur to come close to me, and then I just kind of like go around because he has too much momentum for him to get me when I'd make a sharp turn.
No, like he was going down the center of the aisle.
Towards the altar, like
Yeah,
head first towards
like-
the altar.
He's gonna smash through it and into you.
Okay,
Again.
well, I run around the altar anyways and go to the side.
Oh, okay. He hits the altar, but like he doesn't really like plow through it. He more of walks over it angrily and misses you.
Okay, I try to pick up your body again.
All right, roll a d20.
Fuck.
You pull a back muscle,
That hurts.
and you pick me up, and you remember that you're supposed to lift with your knees and not your back, and you're like, oh shit.
Okay. Okay, well, I walk. I look. Where is he? Is he like on the other side of the altar again?
Yes.
Okay, well, I look at him and I go and I wait for him to move before I go back into like the same position to do the same exact maneuver.
All right. He doesn't really see the plan that you're going for, and so he charges up again and starts running at you, but this time at a slight angle.
Okay, well, I just go around at an even larger angle to avert that and go back around to
roll
the side.
dexterity.
Bitchin'.
Ooh,
That's a 12.
that's a 12. You got a 14.
Oh man. Okay.
Alright, he hits you, and he goes to gouge you with his horns, but misses and hits you with the brunt of his head directly to the chest, and it knocks the wind out of you momentarily and knocks you back pretty far.
Okay, can I roll for a constitution to see if that helped my back at all?
Yeah.
9.
You feel a little better, but like, it didn't really do a whole lot.
Okay, that's better than
What?
First of all, I love that face.
Thank you.
that's better than
Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that.
that's better than having like the wind knocked out of me and my back still hurting.
Yeah.
So I try to get up. Where's he at?
Let's say this is the altar. This is the front of the monastery. My body's right here. He was over here. You're like right here, and he's like
Okay.
bail. He's like hovering over you because he knocked you back. Remember?
Okay. I try to roll to avert anything.
All right.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
9. 12.
Ooh, he got a 12 too. All right. He goes to crush your face with his fist, but you kind of like roll to the side, and he just angrily smashes the ground.
Okay, and I try to pick up your body. Am I up again?
Yeah, because you rolled to the side and
Okay,
stood up in the roll.
I try to pick up your body
D20.
frantically.
D20.
Oh wait, that's 13. That's
13.
alright.
You're able to drag my body from around the back of the altar to the front. So
Okay.
we're closer to the end goal.
Alright.
The Minotaur now turns around, and instead of charging at you this time... Ooh, 17. Oh, shit. Alright, instead of charging at you this time, he kind of does a small trot and lifts up one of his arms to, like, club you in the face with his fist.
Okay, I'm gonna roll out of that.
Alright.
What am I rolling for?
Well, he rolled a 17.
What am I rolling? Like strength, dexterity, or?
Do you want to try to endure the hit or dodge it?
I'm just gonna endure it because I know I can dodge it.
You're going to dodge it?
I'm gonna endure it.
Endure it. Okay, roll Constitution.
Okay, my toughness is 11 so far.
He hit a 17.
Okay, well I'm at 15 in total, 16 in total.
He hit a 17.
Yeah, but he only has one up on me.
That's still a one-up.
That's enough.
Two.
He hits you in the side of the head, but it wasn't as good as it could have been, and you lose 2 HP. And you're a little dazed from getting hit in the side of the head like that.
I keep forgetting that this has an eraser. That's cool. Okay, I can endure it, and I'm like, God, son of a bitch. I turn, yell, I'm gonna kill you while I'm running, and I think I'm gonna do dexterity and strength to run you. I'm gonna bolt, like, out the door.
Okay, wait. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay. While you're doing this, the Minotaur like rears up on his back legs and like pounds his chest and like lets out a really loud roar that shakes the building.
Oh my God.
And actually a few like rocks and hay pieces from the ceiling fall down a bit when he does this.
Okay.
And you hear some shouting in the distance too. After that, a few seconds after that. All right.
Alright.
So make your roll.
I'm gonna do... That's...
It's a 1.
I'll do dexterity with that, but my strength is... Oh
Alright.
man, that's 15 for strength.
All right. So here's what happens. You rolled a 1 on the dexterity.
Yeah.
You try to like grab my armpits and like pick me up, but like when you do this, you have a really shitty grip, so you more of just like fling yourself forward and like and like do a double take. You're like fuck.
Okay.
Alright.
God, I'm really screwing up. We could have been out of here a lot earlier.
Yeah,
I could have like avoided.
I
all
wanted
this.
this to be a boss fight for you.
Oh yeah, the woman was a boss fight for you. I forgot that was a whole thing. Alright, well I'm not dying. I'm not fucking dying.
Alright.
Let's go. What's next?
All right. Well,
What happened?
after pounding his
Was
chest, he like drops back down on his hands. His massive dog swaying from the weight.
Okay. Mental note: I'm gonna chop his dick off and hold it in front of him.
Mental note: you missed a lot from like when we were doing this. Like,
Okay. All right. Since he did that, is that the end of his turn? So I can go. Do what I need to
no,
do?
this is the beginning of his turn. You ended your turn. All right, and so this time instead of like running at you, he walks towards you angrily,
Like, all I hear is
and he attempts to grab you. He only has one free hand. You notice that his left hand stays clenched around the talisman. All right, and he goes to grab you with his right hand.
Okay. I allow him to grab my leg, but
Go.
I pull out.
Roll
my-
dexterity.
Okay. That's a strong 13.
All right, he grabs your lower body, grabs you around his fist is like the side.
Yeah, that's
He
big.
can grab your entire waist
okay.
and just pick you up.
All right, and then I take out my talisman and like rip it off and show it in front of him.
He looks at you for a second. Roll Constitution.
Oh, 20.
20?
20 Constitution.
Oh shit. Okay, he looks at you really angrily, and he brings you up and like smashes you into the ground a few times.
Oh my god.
Each time he hits, it cracks the cobblestone.
Oh my
But each
God.
time you hit the ground, you just kind of grunt really angrily. Oh yeah!
Oh, come on, you stupid son of a bitch, fucking hit me.
On the third time, you feel your back pop back into place.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
And your face is really red because of how like amped you're getting over this. Alright.
I am pretty bad, actually.
And
What?
okay. Alright. And he lets go of you. And you hear a loud sizzling noise, and he lets go of you, and you see his flesh charred on his hand. All right, you're holding the talisman.
Okay.
All right, and he kind of stumbles backwards and looks at you really questioningly. You start to stand up, and when you stand up in this hole that he literally dented you in.
Let me see your adventure book.
Adventure book.
This one big bump that was like.
You keep going.
What are you looking for?
Just reference.
Okay.
I think I might.
It should be at the front.
I had because
All right.
we had to be here early because we
And so
milk, right? So we had to be here early.
he's
And I was
like, you're in the hole,
Go grab me a coffee.
and
Then I got held back at home, and then
you feel
I didn't have enough time
powerful.
to get back.
All
And I
right.
had to go pick up.
He's
some-
looking. He kind of backs down a little bit,
Like I was like, hey,
and you're holding the talisman out in front of you,
And I'm like, yeah, sure. And, I
and
go
you
out their
see
house,
your
right
arms
on the
your
dot.
forearms start to
Like 6
glow.
feet on the dot.
Okay.
I was like,
Okay.
And
nice.
as you do that, you feel light manifest around your forearm,
Usually I'm a bit early.
and
Do I feel stronger?
yes,
Like significantly?
Pretty early or slightly
yes.
Okay.
All right. And you see kind of like feathers, like come out around your forearm in this area, like spanning out really far, okay? And it goes up to about your elbow on each arm, and fire manifests around your forearm
That's awesome.
Ooh,
and
are you
around your
a
fist. Correct.
Sweet.
And around your hand is like a small orb of light where it's all emanating from. And you would feel really cool if you just punched him one time.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do something insane. I'm gonna call upon my feats of battleology. I'm gonna grab a big fucking rock. And I'm gonna roll, because I'm gonna push all of my strength from this talisman into this hit.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna put a magic ball and absorb it into the rock. So I'm gonna roll for intelligence to see how much magic does. Okay.
All right. It's not
That's
as strong
12.
it's not as strong as you'd hope it'd be, but you pick up a fairly large boulder from the hole you're in, and you feel. All right. Wait. What are you? You're trying to imbue your magic
I
ball.
imbued my magic ball into the
All
rock.
right. You feel you manifesting dark energies in your hand, and the rock absorb the power. It feels lighter to you, but it's got an orb, like a little sheen to the rock now.
Like a purple sheen.
Yeah, purplish sheen
Okay.
around it. It looks slick, and it's lighter to you, but you can feel it be denser.
Okay. What is he doing right now?
He's just kind of standing back looking at you, a bit conflicted.
All right.
All right.
Let him do whatever he needs to do.
Alright. He recognizes the power of the talisman because it's his. It was originally his.
Yeah.
And you see him start to get even angrier.
Okay.
And you never knew a Minotaur. Like, you knew they were angry creatures, but you never knew they could be this angry.
And I just look at him and I go, "Fuck yeah, motherfucker, let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Both of your
Fuck
arms
yeah,
are doing this, by the way. Both of your arms are doing this.
Are glowing?
Yeah, they've got the weird little phoenix thing around them.
That's awesome.
Alright. And you're standing there with your arms up. The little rock in this arm, alright?
Okay.
And he does what he did at the beginning.
Okay.
Kicking the ground. And you can see, like, veins popping out of his muscles this time. Alright. You can see the strain on his face of how much effort he's putting into this one, okay?
Okay.
And he runs at you.
All right.
You know, it's one of my big fears.
clasp it with my other hand,
People going,
and I imbue it with the magic of this arm too. Same like strength concentration of just about. I'm about to fucking wreck this guy. I'm about to tear him a new asshole in his face.
In his face.
I want his head to be mesh when I'm done. So I am trying to imbue it with magic.
People in their 20s are like
Yeah,
all
but-
working and
That's 19.
their own thing. They're like, I don't have time. I don't want kids.
You see all of the energy from this arm. The light around this arm starts to fade away, and you see it move down your arm.
That scares me. That
The
one day
feathers
that
falling
people
off
will go
onto the ground before dissipating into little sparkles of light. And you see it start to like slide onto and around the rock,
All right.
and it starts to look. The purplish glow starts to look red and orange,
All right. Okay. Well
and
then
it gets significantly hotter.
I rear up, and as he gets near me, I just
Roll for strength.
okay. That's actually a 10. But with all of this,
This is a +8 modifier. I'm gonna let
okay,
you know.
so we're 18.
We're an 18. All right, so
A strong 18. I wish I could have gotten 28, but 18
You
is
know-
pretty good.
we see that because I really want this to happen. We're going to just kind of like
Asphyxiated for 20 because I want to see how much
this is
damage
going
this
to be
could
really
do.
cool. And that's what's going to happen. So he charges at you, and you set your base. Your arms are up, holding.
It's getting darker.
You're holding
guys.
the rock in your hand that's now on fire. The energy on your forearm. He's running at you, and as he gets close to you, you step into him, and you punch out, and you hit him in the chest, chest area. But as you do that, the energy from around your arm, you hear a very shrill, like, yeah, really loud fire noises. And the feathers go from pointing this way, and they kind of like flutter towards him when you swing.
Yeah.
And fire shoots out in a cone into his body.
Shit.
And when the rock hits him, like you, okay, no, here's what's okay. You punch in it. You feel the bone and muscles in his chest cave in.
Oh shit. With no fucking effort. They just
And
caving in.
It just caves in, and you feel it loosen, and he lets out. He screams out really loud, and when he does that, you push the rock into him,
Oh my god.
and and the sheer force from all this power makes him fall back, stumble backwards, and he's standing there with the rock caved into his chest,
Yeah, I already told them.
and
And I
going.
was like, hey, and
you
better
hear
go
him
there early
roaring really loudly.
because it gets
Hear him
packed.
roar really loudly.
That's why Francis didn't get water
And then
because it was packed.
You hear the small buzzing in your ear from earlier when you couldn't hear him mumble, but this time it gets louder and louder, and it gets so loud you hear emanating from the rock, and he looks down, and it gets so loud to where it's barely audible above your hearing
I never
range.
like actually knew.
And you see all the dark energy coming out from around it, and then in one final push, it pushes out, and his entire torso explodes
It's just a gory mass.
in a mass of like viscera and gore and bone. And you hear it like splatter against the wall behind him and against your body and everything. And you're standing there covered in Minotaur viscera.
It's awesome.
And you see all of the energy from the hand go back into the talisman that you're holding. And it gets white hot, and you end up dropping it. You're like, ow!
Okay.
And at this point, several guards run into the monastery and kick open the door. And they see the lower half of a Minotaur. They come in just time to see the Minotaur's lower half just go and fall down. And you standing there covered in blood in my dead body against the altar. But at this point, the cleric
Now they show up.
didn't know. The cleric messed up the potion, and he realized that it would just take more time. And I start coughing and sit up, and I'm like, "Holy!"
Okay.
And I start looking around.
Quarter.
Sorry.
It's a quarter. You can say sorry all day long, but
And you
Then this is $1,000. Okay. But anyways.
and I start looking around, and I just kind of like look at what happened, and I don't even register what's going on.
I go up to you and I go whisper, "It's okay, it's okay." I walk over to the Minotaur and I hold my hands up to the guard, and I pick up his dick and fucking violently beat him with it.
Oh my god.
And then I eventually just throw it and look at you and go, "Ready?"